Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 in our European Journeyman series at Brighton. Now today we've got a huge couple of games because to start with we're going to be taking on Inter Milan in the Europa League semi-finals. It is a huge match. We will also do the second leg of the semi-final today as well. I won't live com the match against Not Forest. We'll just do the semi-finals. And you might remember last time we had an incredible result against Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final, 5-4. In the end, we led 4-0 after 46 minutes. They pulled it back to 4-4, and then we won it in the 76th minute. An incredible second half in that game. Taking us through, we also beat Man United 3-1 in the Premier League, which means we're still in control of our own destiny with 3 league games to go. So it could all come up trumps for us. We could qualify for the Champions League, win the Europa League, and win the FA Cup, all in our first season back in the Premier League, having already won the FA Cup and reached the final of the League Cup whilst in the Championship in our first season at the club last year. So very exciting times at Brighton. Definitely the best season they've ever had. I am sure of that. Now before we get into today's match against Inter Milan, just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, do enter the competition for a free copy of Football Manager 2018 by clicking the link in the description. We've had quite a few people enter now, but you've still got as much chance of winning as anybody else. So do click that link and join the competition, I guess. Now for this match, the team that we're going to put out there against Inter Milan, we do have the away match first, but the team is in great shape given the 2 massive games we've had before this one. We're going to be playing with Hartwig, Mbom and Bueno as the 3 up front. We then have Beccaria and Morris, the 2 in midfield. Hickman, Soler, Prochaska, Lambese and Eduardo are in defence, and Darbo is in goal. Well, here is the kickoff for this game against Inter Milan. At the moment, we are the underdogs. We are not expected to win this, which is maybe not a massive surprise. But given the way we've performed in this competition and against other big teams so far this season, it is not beyond the realm of possibility that we will go through. But Inter Milan are on the attack first. They put the ball over. Everton Ribeiro has scored a shot from the edge of the area. It's a tame effort, really, but it has gone into that bottom corner. We weren't able to keep it out. Darbo not able to prevent that one from going in. And very early on we have fallen behind, but before we can even get a foothold in this game, and it's nearly 2-0 there, hitting the woodwork into Milan. Normally by now we've established a foothold and getting some consistent possession, starting to create chances. That just isn't happening today. It's even on possession, and we have had virtually no chances. We haven't even had a shot on target, which is very out of character for the team. And Inter Milan's ability, I guess, is what is showing through right now, but they do have a couple of players who aren't quite on full fitness, so I'm going to tell the team I'm not happy because we are losing at half time, but hopefully that will G them up to do well, and maybe towards the end of the second half we can make some late substitutions which can possibly take advantage of particularly Sakaj in their defence, who isn't fully fit. Also, Renato Sanchez, I assume that is in midfield, struggling a little bit. He must be getting on quite a bit at this point in the game. But we do have a free kick now. Hartwig puts it in. It's cleared out by Sakaj. Hickman follows up on the ball. Needs to make sure he doesn't lose it. He picks out Hartwig, who's currently having new contract discussions. We nearly lose the ball there. Soler manages to keep it. Now it's come to Mbom. Out to Eduardo. Over to Beccaria. Hartwig to Hickman. Through to Mbom, but cleared out by the defender, and it's gone straight over our defence. Marucci in on goal, and Darbo fortunately saves it for us. But that was a very simple bit of defending, which we were not up to the task on. Fortunately, Mbom does get this ball away. It's come to Everton again. We know he can strike them, but the game decides not to show us the rest of that highlight. Nearly an hour gone now, or an hour gone actually, and we have still not really created any good chances. It's very concerning. We are getting a bit more into the game. It's happened very late as I thought it might. I'm going to make a couple of substitutions now, try and freshen up the team. Jordan Pope can come on. We'll also bring Frias for Mbom. Hopefully they will instigate a change for us in the final third that might allow us to get the goal. If we equalise, I'd be happy because that would be an away goal draw going back to Brighton. But here's Di Matteus. trying to get the ball in. He's beaten 2 defenders there too easily, and João Carlos easily able to nod that ball in. That's really, really poor from the team. That he had doubled up defenders there and he just outpaced them both, which is not good enough, and we are really going to struggle in the second leg if we do not get a goal soon. We've got Bueno on the ball now to Hartwig. I think that was just because I messed up the screen. We're going to go attacking. There's only 15 seconds left. And Morris with a free kick straight into the arms of the keeper. And this has not been a massively inspiring display by the team. We are going to have to pull off an absolute miracle in the second leg, because if we concede at home, then we could well be needing 4 goals to go through. I'm going to tell the team I'm not happy with them. I want them to pick up and carry that defeat going back into the league, because we're still after that Champions League place, but that was just not a good result whatsoever. The second leg in a week's time, I think. I'm not really sure what we can do. I mean, we've got to trust the tactic at this point. It's delivered us so far with the team that we've got. And I don't like making changes to it, because every time I do, things go pretty badly. But you can see against some of the big teams away from home, we have struggled. Man City, we lost 2-0. Juventus, we lost 3-2. Inter Milan, we've lost 2-0. Maybe at home, that will be where we can turn this around. We have beaten some big teams at home. We beat United 3-1. Obviously, we beat Juventus 1-0 as well. We need a better result than that if we're going to go through. But first, we need to get past this match against Nottingham Forest in the league, and then we will take on Inter Milan. So I'll see you in just a moment, where you'll find out the result of that Nottingham Forest game. Well, we are now at the second leg against Inter Milan, but there is some big news to tell you about in the Premier League, and that is that we did beat Nottingham Forest 2-0. Not a massive surprise there. They are sitting a little bit further down the table. A couple of first half goals from Bueno and Marin getting us on our way. But the main thing is that Manchester United lost, which means that we are now 4 points clear in the race for Champions League football with 2 games to go. Just one more win will be enough for us to secure our place, and we've got to play Arsenal away, which will be tough, but we have breathing room thanks to Manchester United, and then we have to finish up against Middlesbrough. I'm not sure what will happen in this Arsenal game, but we will almost certainly be beating Middlesbrough and booking our place in the Champions League next season. I mean, it's just been an absolutely meteoric rise since I took over this club, and it's definitely been one of the highlights of this series, I think, managing Brighton. It's been so much fun and we've done so well getting so far, but we need to continue that now and hopefully go one step closer to European glory by beating Inter Milan. We're 2-0 down from the first leg. We cannot concede today. We have to keep a clean sheet, otherwise it is mission impossible without doubt. We'll need 4 goals if they get 1. So we need to put out a strong team. We need to hit the ground running, unlike when we were in Italy and we had a sluggish first half and suffered for it. Now, the team I'm putting out there is fully fit despite the Forest game at the weekend. We're going to have Frias, Hartwig and then Bomb up front with Beccaria and Morris in midfield. Then it's Marin, Lambeze, Andres, Prochaska and Eduardo in defence with Darbo in goal. Well, here come the teams, and we are kicking off the game against Inter Milan. I really don't think we're going to do it today. I don't think that we are quite at the level where we can overcome a 2-0 deficit against a team like Inter Milan. I'm hoping we're wrong. We've had some fantastic results this season, especially that semi-final against Chelsea in the FA Cup, and hopefully we can take heart from that. Here's Marin in a good position, pulls it back towards Morris. Now Mbom in for Eduardo. Oh, he's put it wide. He has to finish that in a game like this. He cannot afford to be wasteful. He is not really our first choice right wing back, and right wing backs aren't necessarily known for their finishing, although Marin has been trying to change that stereotype this season. But really, he needed to be taking that inside that far post. Here we have another chance though. Prochaska with the ball. Inter Milan currently on 32% possession, so you can see their attitude in this game. Frias with the ball, tries to find Marin but can't pick him out. Sakaj gives the ball away to Eduardo, now Morris to Beccaria. Frias slips it into Marin, he's through, and he finishes it. That's what we're talking about. Eduardo can't do it, but Marin can. 9 goals for him this season, and he isn't even on set pieces. That is phenomenal from a left back. Here's Beccaria again. Can we get a quick fire second and really open this tie up? It's Hartwig. Back to Beccaria. Eduardo in a good position. Over to Beccaria again. Now Hartwig through to Marin again. And Marin's done it again. 2-0. Marin with the goal. Incredible stuff. 10th goal of the season for him. And he is our hero. Not for the first time this season. How often has he popped up with a late goal or a goal that broke the deadlock, and now it is really paying off for us. We are all square. We've got another chance here, and bomb back to Frias. Now Beccaria. Can Marin get a hat-trick? Beccaria to Frias. Marin might make a run here. Instead it's Hartwig who's through, and he has put it wide. Marin should be up front. He is more lethal than all of our attacking midfielders, and at half-time it is a dead heat at 2-2. This is absolutely incredible that the team has managed to recover like this. I'm not really sure what the right thing here would have been to say. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments if you thought I should have gone for a different tact. About half the team reacting well to that. I maybe should have just told them I was pleased with their performance, but given it's still level, I don't want them to sit back and relax. I want them to keep this pressure up. 9 shots, 5 on target to Inter Milan's 1 shot, and we've had 66% possession. I said at the start I didn't expect us to do this today. Right now I'm thinking we might actually do it. We need just one more goal, and Inter Milan are so suppressed right now. They cannot get at us at all. 10 minutes into the second half and they still haven't had a shot. Eduardo is struggling for fitness, so I'm going to take him off and bring on Gedson Fernandez, who tends to do quite well in that right wing back role. Hopefully his fresh legs will deliver the pass or the cross that we need to get this third and hopefully final goal. I'm absolutely blown away that the team did so well. Well, mainly that Marin did so well. His movement and his finishing are absolutely excellent. It's been a little bit quiet in this second half though. 20 minutes nearly gone. We're over that hour mark, and starting to see some yellow cards getting dished out, which we need to keep an eye on. But here's Hartwig with a corner. He puts it near post. Lambeze to the back stick, and Andres was there but couldn't get the ball past the defender and the post. And they can now get it away, and they're countering with João Carlos. He's in on goal. Darbo with a good stop. He maybe should have held that, but so long as it stays out of the goal, I don't really care. Here's a corner though. It's taken by Sanchez into the near post, but Darbo commanding the area and taking the ball well. Now, where can we make a change? And Bomb, who is captain at the moment, is maybe the man that we need to take off. He is not performing as well as his other front three. Bueno not fully fit. Let's bring Coupadon on for now. I might bring Pope on for Morris, who's struggling for fitness and is on a yellow card, and I don't want that to be a problem because it looks like we might be going for extra time at the moment. But I think away goals still count in extra time, so we need to be careful on that side. Here is Marin. He finds Morris in the centre. Just over 10 minutes left. Coupadon back to Beccaria. Now Hartwig through to Coupadon on off the bench, but he can't beat Riva. It's a good stop, and nobody was there to follow up. We've had nearly 20 shots in this game. We've got the 2 goals we really, really needed, but we need to find that third. Inter Milan still coming at us, but good work by Coupadon to win the ball, and we can come back at them. 10 minutes to go. I'm going to bring Pope on now for Morris, I think, just because he's not performing as well. 5 minutes left. Is there a late bit of drama? I don't want to change the tactic. I know some of you might be wanting me to go attacking, but right now I think the tactic that we are using has got us this far, and I trust it to see us through. I don't mind going to extra time when we're dominating a game as much as we are, and our fitness levels aren't horrendous, although they aren't as good as Inter Milan. And it looks like that's it. 90 minutes. We need to keep going. Let's get for Avengers, but it doesn't quite work there. I was expecting more from that, given I didn't use it in either of the earlier team talks, but it's done well on the secondary team talks. Now we kick off the extra time period. Another 30 minutes for the team to slog out. Beccaria to Marin. And there's a horrible foul in there. Surely that's going to be a red card for Westerlaken. He's just gone straight through the back of our player. What's the referee going to do here? It's just a yellow. How's that not a red card? He's gone straight through the back of him. We do have a free kick though. Hartwig to take it, and it's straight into the wall. I thought that might be one of those ones going in the top corner. Andres though finds Coupadon. We've still got a good position here. Pachaska over the top. Marin on a hat-trick. Well saved. Hartwig following up, and he lashes it into the roof of the net. 3-2 we lead. I think away goals still count. We still need to be careful because if they get a goal, they will be going through. It is on a knife edge. But what a comeback. This is in the Europa League semi-final. From 2-0 down in the first leg to 3-2 up on aggregate. Ball in here from the cross. Comes to Jose. Now in again, headed out. But there's a foul in there from Andres. He shoved João Carlos apparently. And our lead could be about to disappear in just a matter of seconds. Who's taking the penalty for Inter Milan? If they score this, they are going through on away goals. And we will need to do it again. It's Sakaj who steps up and he's put it straight down the middle. That is insulting. Keeper moving well out of the way. And at the moment, we have just under 25 minutes to find another goal and win this game. Marin with a throw-in. We've shown we can get goals. That's not been the issue. We need to get the ball to Marin, basically. Now it's Jose. Finds Sanchez. Ball back to Westerlake. Good header there from Lambeze. Now Beccaria can counter-attack. Frias to Hartwig. He's got Coupadon up there as well, but he's given the ball away by hanging on to it for too long. It is sent over to Everton Ribeiro. Now Sanchez to Augustin. João Carlos. Ball comes to Marin. Frias into Hartwig. Can we get it over the top? He slips it through. Coupadon's there. He's got another run here from Frias, and it's saved by the keeper, and they just about get it away. We weren't able to follow up, and we really deserved to go through on today's performance. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to go attacking now. I think we need to really just hammer them in these last 15 minutes or so. We got a free kick from Hartwig, though. He's gone for goal. He's found the top corner. What a goal that is from Cesar Hartwig, straight into the top corner from what must have been 30 yards there. Absolutely sensational. And as it stands, we are going to the final. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Right before that half time in extra time, and we just need to see out the last 15 minutes. We had the lead once in this extra time period. We need to do it again now. I said if they scored a goal we'd need 4, and we have gone out and got 4. They have a corner though. Sanchez puts it in. Out this time without giving away a penalty. Sanchez puts it in again. It comes to Sakaj, and Di Matteis just puts that one wide. It's actually blocked by Fernandez. Some excellent defending there. And they have another corner. Sanchez puts it in. Beccaria puts it back out again. And we are quite under the cosh now. Inter Milan really pushing us, trying to get this goal. And they've given it away to Pope, and he's got fresh legs. He can run forward with the ball. He puts it over. Fernandez has it. Now Coupadon with counter-attacking well. 2 players at the back 6 for Coupadon. He puts it in, but it is cleared out by Cordona. Just under 10 minutes to see out. Can we do it? 5 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. 3, 2. Another chance here in the last minute of added time. Marin, Beccaria, Frias. Foul, Westerlaken. We've got a penalty. We can see it off in style by scoring this penalty. Westerlaken with the foul. The man who should have been sent off earlier in the game, if you ask me. And he's still on the pitch even after that. Who's going to be taking our penalty? Surely it'll be Marin who steps up. We'll have to see. It might be Hartwig, actually. He's also on a hat-trick. Who is stepping up here? It is Beccaria, of all people. He steps up, and it's saved. Maybe it should have been Marin or Hartwig. And we've still got to see out 1 more minute of added time on extra time. Can we do it? 1 minute to go. We've had 30 shots, 15 of them on target, getting 4 goals. It's been an incredible game. 30 seconds. Frias, Coupadon. This is exactly where you want to keep the ball this late in a game. Marin to Frias, into Hartwig. He can shoot, but it's tackled and cleared out. And surely that is the end of the game. We've got to drag out the time here. 5 seconds to go, and we have completed another sensational comeback. 4-1 against Inter Milan. We have overturned that first leg deficit and put ourselves into the Europa League final in our first season in Europe. This is absolutely unbelievable that we've managed to do that. I just can't believe it. And we'll be playing Tottenham Hotspur in the final, who are down in 6th place in the league. I have every confidence of being able to beat Spurs, which means that we actually have 2 routes to qualifying for the Champions League. If we finish 4th, we'll have to go through the playoffs. If we win the Europa League, we go straight into the group stage, so that's got to be the preference now. But the games are not competing with each other anymore. we've got the Arsenal game, then the Middlesbrough game. Oh, they are competing with each other because the Europa League is at the stupidest time possible. So even now, we don't get a week's rest. At the end of the season, we still have Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. It's really frustrating. But we'll have to see what we can do. The priority is the Middlesbrough game. I want to make sure that we're in the Champions League by the end of the league season. I don't want to let United get back in. If we can beat Arsenal, we'll be able to rest players for that Middlesbrough game. So I think next episode, I will live com the Arsenal game and possibly the Middlesbrough game, depending on how that Arsenal game goes. And we will finish off the league season. But I think there's only 2 or 3 episodes left of this season. And I think maybe we'll do one more season after this. We'll probably run through it quite quickly. But let me know in the comments what you think we should do with this series, because obviously the new games beta could be out at any point in the next couple of weeks, and as soon as it does, I will be just ending this series there and then to move on to FM18. But do drop a like on the video if you enjoyed that comeback against Inter Milan. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and enter the competition down below if you haven't already. But until next time, see ya.